All right, so I'm here with Big Red, our 2013 Chevy Silverado, and I'm here doing an oil change. Only the oil change didn't go as I planned. Allow me to explain. So as I was basically idling it to run my engine oil flush, because I buy a really good engine oil flush that you pour it in, idle for 15 minutes, let it sit for a bit, and drain everything out. What that does is removes any carbon buildup in the engine. This really kind of keeps your engine clean and keeps those lifters from collapsing that we talked about in the last video. While I was doing that, I noticed something very weird. I went to touch one of the spark plug wires, and basically, this thing needs a full tune-up. I've got 4 cylinders that are doing this. Let me bring you in. So right here, this is the easiest one for me to get to, but what's happening is this is somewhat loose, and I'm wondering if I'm getting exhaust gases coming by there, that the spark plugs have either worked themselves loose or it's arcing out inside the spark plug tube itself. Now guys, I am prepared for this because we have a pile of parts over there that gotta go in. We've got plenty of stuff, okay? So I'm not concerned that I'm gonna have to wait on parts. The frustrating thing is we're still waiting on Champagne Bubbles to come back, and I can't drive this as my daily when I need this to be my daily for now. But I do have an update on Champagne Bubbles. Guys, I'll be doing a separate video on that here in a little while, but just know that we've got some updates. So what you can do when you're doing your oil changes is pay attention and see if these are pulsing. This was pulsing, this one was pulsing, that back one there was pulsing, and that back one on that side, cylinder number 8, was pulsing. So 1, 3, 7, and 8 are shaking. Those wires should not shake like they're shaking independently. That tells me that either the plug is loose or the boot is arcing and you're seeing it arc. When I grab this, I could feel this wire pulse. So that's not a good sign. That means that this thing is in desperate need of a tune-up. If you guys have one of these 5.3s and you're doing your oil change, you're doing an engine oil flush, you're letting this thing idle and run, check to see if those are moving and bouncing around. If they are, you need to do a tune-up. And unfortunately on this one, this truck is one of the more expensive ones to do it. The reason why, guys, is right here. It has the round coils. Square coils are much, much cheaper to do a full tune-up on it, and don't just do the cylinders that are shaking, guys. You can't get away with doing a good tune-up that way. And honestly, all you're doing is handicapping your motor when you don't do the full tune-up. So let me explain why. When you only replace those cylinders where the wires are shaking, the other cylinders are just as weak. Those coils were put on this vehicle at the same time. These are factory coils. That means that all the coils are going to be in roughly the same shape because they've got the same wear and tear. Meaning that at this time, when you're going to go in here, I'm going in deep because I know I have to put valve cover gaskets on. This is another thing to look for, guys. If you have oil staining on your valve covers here, that means that your gaskets are leaking. You can see just how much oil buildup is back there. That means that valve cover is leaking. You got to pull the valve cover, and if you're taking the time to pull the valve cover, why wouldn't you just put the new coils and new wires? While you're doing spark plugs, you never do just one plug, guys. Always do all the plugs. If you have a 6-cylinder, you replace all 6. If you have an 8-cylinder, you replace all 8. This is what a good tune-up looks like. People that cut corners and don't do them all regret it, because the ones that they didn't do will start giving them problems. Cylinder misfires, a whole bunch of random stuff. It won't idle right. It'll shake. It's because it's running good on some cylinders, but still running bad on the other ones because you didn't put the new parts all the way in. Just because you can buy a single spark plug doesn't mean you should. If you're going to do a tune-up, do all plugs. If you're going to put coils on, put all the coils on. Again, they carry the load. So usually when coils start getting weak or start wearing out, it's a good time to replace them. Now, why would I do coils on this one? Guys, when I seen this wire shake and I felt the pulsing, not only did it tell me that the wire could potentially be bad, and when I tap this, I can feel like the wire just kind of bouncing around in there. That's super bad. Super, super bad. This thing is very close to having a cylinder misfire. If I don't do it, it's going to happen very soon. Again, I'm going in here, but the coils take a hit over time. And sometimes you can touch these, like if you've been running it for a while, and if those coils are hot, they got to be replaced. That means they're wearing out. They can't carry the load anymore. Basically, all it is a winding inside there that when a 12-volt charge goes in, it supercharges it and sends it down to the spark plug through the wire. Now, some have a coil pack that sits on top. Same theory. It charges up or supercharges the 12-volt going in to increase it to a higher voltage to ignite the fuel in the cylinder. That's how these things work. They're very basic in theory. The problem is we've put super complicated stuff on it that we didn't need to. Active fuel management is one of them, and I talked about that last video. But just to kind of wrap things up here, if you guys are going to do a tune-up, make sure you do it all. While you're doing your oil changes, look for things like that. That's how you're going to catch these problems and avoid you sitting on the side of the road.